few years ago, I sorted out my clothes using the Marie Kondo method. And just the weekend gone by, I decided it was time to tackle books and CDs. As you can see on my shelves, I've got a whole pile of books, all disorganised, things on the shelves, attracting dust, really quite chaotic. And I had books in many rooms, in my dining room, in my living room, on my bookcase, lots of books there. Upstairs in my office, there were books. There were books in my spare bedroom, and it was all a bit of a mess, really. If I bought a new book, I'd have to find a place to squeeze it in or put it on top of existing books. So I just decided the time was right to tackle the books that I no longer love and have in my life. So the very first thing I did, thanks to Nikki, who came along to help me, we spent the whole of Sunday doing this, was to put all the books in one place on the table. Just get them all off the shelves and put them in one place. Then we went through, and with each book, you pick up each book and you decide if you want to keep it, if it gives you joy. If it doesn't, you put it in one pile, and if you want to keep it, you put it in a different pile. And you stack up the piles and you start to categorise them. So you put your cookery books together, and you put once you've got your cookery books, you put your travel books together, etc. So that's the first thing, to go through each of the books and put them into a pile. And then when you look back at the pile of books that you've discarded, you realise that actually, it's time to let those go now. They don't do anything for you. And, for me, it was a lot of books, places I've visited. I've been there, done that. If I was going to go back there, I'd probably want to get a new updated book. So there we are. So that's what I did. And then it was time to tackle the CDs, did exactly the same. And eventually, once I'd sorted out the ones that were the keepers and the ones that were to go, I started to put them back on the shelves. And oh my goodness, my shelves now are just so much tidier. I've got space to put the special things that I love. I collect fish. I don't know why, but I do. And I can kind of display those nicely. And in my living room now, I don't have books there anymore. I've just literally got my CDs. And it just feels so much more organised. I feel happier about it. And the Samaritans, who are actually have come to collect all my books, they've got 10 bags of books that I passed on to them, and another bag of CDs, and I'm sure they're delighted because they've got a book cave where those books will now hopefully be picked up and loved by someone else.
Preloved Chica, passion for fashion.